Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome back. I am home from my vacation. That's right, I woke up this morning on a cruise ship, but couldn't miss a Monday video, so we are back real fast, quick turnaround with none other than Thanos himself, Nicol Bolas. We're diving into the end game now, and we're going to see it tomorrow. I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers in chat, alright? Or in the comments. Nicol Bolas is here, and we are trying out a new standard deck with a lot of new cards in it. These sorts of Grixis decks have been floating around standard for a while now. Thief of Sanity, Thought Erasure, some red removal spells. They're always very unclear on how they should be built. Should they be more controlling, more mid-rangey, more creature-based with like Thief of Sanity and Rekindling Phoenix, Nicol Bolas good. But I think all the new tools that Grixis is getting from the new set seem really, really cool. So we know the old cards, so I'm not going to go over them too much. The biggest thing here is that we're playing our Thief of Sanity in the main deck, not in the sideboard. It's like a sideboard kind of trick. But for the most part, these are all the cards we're used to. Lava Coil, Thought Erasure, the Bedevil, etc., etc. Let's look at the new cards. So joining Nicol Bolas the Ravager is Nicol Bolas Dragon God. And this is probably one of the best 5-mana, +1 draw card, -3 kill a creature, -8 win the game, templated really boring planeswalkers, Teferi, Vivian, etc., Ob Nixilis, you name it, there's a million of them. Probably one of the best ones. It draws a card unconditionally, and then it makes your opponent actually lose a card, and it kills things unconditionally, creature or planeswalker, which is great. And then, of course, the ultimate will win the game a good amount of the time. Really cool ultimate, too. When there's no heroes left, Bolas wins. It's really, really cool. This card's fantastic. A little hard to cast. Obviously, our mana base is built to cast it. But very, very powerful as far as planeswalkers go for a mid-range strategy. And we are definitely kind of a mid-range control or a classic tap-out control strategy here. We are looking to play discard spells and threat after threat after threat of snowballing card advantage. No counter spells here. No subtlety. We're just putting them all on the table. Liliana, I think, is one of the best cards in the set. Exceedingly powerful planeswalker. I think on par with Elspeth Sun's Champion, format defining card. Card draw, token generation, Wrath of God, removal. It's just awesome. This card's really, really good. I cannot wait to cast this card. And then we have a really good tap out control top end card in Enter the God Eternals. So for all you old school players who remember the card Ribbons of Night, if that's you, I was there too. I was there, Gandalf. And this card's really, really good. Blue, blue, black, 2, so 5 mana total. And you get a whole bunch of stuff, kind of like a mini Cruel Ultimatum. 4 damage to a creature. You gain 4 life. Target player mills 4 cards. So it can be you or your opponent, depending on the situation. And then you get to amass 4. It means you put a 4/4 token into play. And if you already have one, it gets bigger. So it's a 4/4 that deals 4 damage, gains 4 life. So like a super, super Chupacabra. And really, really powerful card. Exceedingly good against aggro decks. Obviously bad against control, but we have other tools for that. So this card is really, really cool. Another really good card. I think when all is said and done, like 10 years from now, we look back on this set, this is going to be one of the cards you remember. This card's really, really, really good in basically every format. Definitely probably at its worst in Standard, where there's the smallest density of cheap powerful effects, Brainstorm, Ponder, Path to Exile, etc., etc. But very powerful card nonetheless. Very good at protecting our planeswalkers, and also has some nice synergies where we can have a token in play, kind of just sitting there, and all of a sudden turn it into a Thief of Sanity for a surprise hit, which is kind of cool. But the main point is this is a hard to kill Young Pyromancer style effect, making a bunch of tokens to block our creatures. Also plays well with Karn, which is kind of cool too. And our last new card in the main deck is Tyrant's Scorn. It's a little nice, tricky split card here, basically. It's Smother, old school, all my old school folks out there. Also Unsummon. So the good thing about this card is, while neither Smother nor Unsummon is very interesting, having the ability to do both is very good. Because in our control matchups, where our kill spells aren't good, this can at least save our own Nicol Bolas, save our own Thief of Sanity. That still does something. Whereas a card like Lava Coil won't really do anything. But That's a deck. Definitely very unsure on the numbers here. This is a pretty early run. It's my first shot at the format. But there's a lot of really powerful cards here. Quick look at the sideboard. All the usual stuff. Duress, Stroke, Negate, Moment, Cry, Ritual of Soot. One Chandra Fire Artisan. Very powerful card. Our curve's a little high to make use of the plus ability on Chandra. Although Chandra can hit lands too, but it's also double red, which is a little hard to cast as our mana base is skewed more towards double black. But still a very powerful card in control kind of matchups and slower matchups. Hostage-Taker, Banefire, all the usuals. Let's get going. I am very excited to play my first few games of War of the Spark Standard Traditional Ranked. We're in the end game now. Let's go. Thanos is coming. Nicol Bolas. A lot of powerful cards here. A ton of butts you got. A lot of powerful cards in our deck. You're playing first. This works for me. Good mana, removal, planeswalker. What more can we want? We also have one dual land and all buddy lands otherwise, so nice smooth mana base here. London Mulligan's to 5. No London Mulligan on Arena yet. You notice in the deck list we were playing 2 copies of Shivan Fire, 2 copies of Duress. I think cheap spells are very, very important in the early game, especially with a card like Saheeli and a card like Thief of Sanity. Want to have good, cheap early action. With Saheeli also, your ideal Saheeli turn is probably turn 4, not turn 3, where your goal would be to cast Saheeli and a 1-mana spell in the same turn, generating immediate value similar to Young Pyromancer. Thief of Sanity is still really good. Surprise. So, don't really know what they're playing. Blue-green lands and a concession to Thief of Sanity could probably be like some sort of Nexus deck. I think I'm pretty happy trading down on Enter the God Eternals and bringing in a few copies of Negate and Duress or Stroke. I do want to hedge a bit. We don't really know exactly what's going on. I'm going to want to cut some of my removal spells. Maybe cut the Lava Coils, leaving like the Scorns, the Shivan Fires, and Bedevils, so we can kind of hedge. This is a spot where we don't really know what our opponent's playing. We're kind of guessing. So we can hedge by bringing in some stuff for it, but not all of it, so we're not dead in the water if they're just playing like, blue-green Stompy and their hand is terrible. I think Hostage Taker is actually a really good hedge too, because they usually board in creatures. And maybe I want like a Negate and a Duress. It's hard to know how many Negates we want. Alright, we'll cut a Bedevil. We'll go a little low here on removal spells, which may or may not be good, depending on what they're playing, but I think I'm pretty happy with this on the spot. A ton of butts. Not just one butt. I guess it could be one very large butt, but a ton of butts. Right? I mean, can't cast Duress on one, but still a very good hand. This hand also sets up well for our turn 4 Saheeli Duress combo if you want to go that route. Hand's pretty good though. Okay. All right, so they were just Sultai. So the way we've boarded is not great, but we still have answers, which is good. And then all the cards you boarded in aren't terrible. So like, Stroke's still fine here. Thought Erasure into Thief of Sanity is still really, really good. Okay. Alright, so they have Vivian, Branchwalker. The problem is they can play Vivian like pretty quick as far as dealing with our... Let's see, they have 4 next turn. We cast Thief. They have 5 a turn after. Yeah, so that's pretty scary. So probably not deploying Thief on turn 3, but we're a little behind here. I mean, the Branchwalker being 1 toughness is pretty great. Unfortunately, we can't Duress Saheeli Duress before they can cast Vivian, which kind of stinks. This is a pretty tough one, honestly, I'm not going to lie. We could also set up to try and stroke their hostage taker. Yeah, I'm gonna take Vivian here, I think. Oh, it's our only Duress target. This is really tough. Actually, I'm gonna take hostage taker. And we're going to put this in the graveyard. We can Duress the Vivian later. Branchwalker. Alright, so there's their 5th land. Yeah. Alright, the good thing is that these are all 2/1s. Alright, that one's not. That's pretty good. That's definitely ideal. So we can't really... We want to get Saheeli going, but we need to Duress the Vivian also. Yeah, this is tough. Alright. I'll wait to Duress Vivian and leave up Stroke. Okay, I just have lands. Alright, so I mean, this is not ideal. Taking a ton of damage this turn, but... That's interesting. They're choosing to hold onto their Crisis. Alright, well, looks like we're playing Thief of Sanity basically on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could just actually just play it and not block. Just hope the top of their deck is kind. Alright, they're going to slam a Crisis here. No, they're going to... Yeah. So 3... So they have a blocker for our Thief anyway. I'm just going to trade off here. We're going to draw any cheap removal spell, I think, to go with our Saheeli. Otherwise, we're just too far behind. Our sideboarding hurt us here. You know, they're just playing a deck full of creatures. We boarded most of our removal out. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Another Thief. That doesn't really do anything. Alright, so, yeah. Definitely didn't sideboard correctly. Based on what we saw, I think what we did was reasonable, but obviously we couldn't have known. So, let's cut the cut Strokes and Negates. I don't want any of those. Hostage Taker's great. We need the cheap removal spells to not die. Lava Coil is quite good against them. I actually don't hate Ritual of Soot against them at all. I kind of like that. It's a little awkward with our Thieves, but also want to go down on Duress a little bit. And I think I actually like Chandra against them. I'm sorry. Actually, this card has come back in. Forgot that one. So we gotta shave some stuff here. We're on the play, so our Thieves are gonna be better. Saheeli seems a little slow. Maybe this card's a little slow. This card's also soft to Hostage Taker. They can just kill the 4/4 pretty easily. Let's cut that, and let's cut... I guess Ritual kills the token, too. I like Ritual as a 1-of, though. It's really quite good. I'm going to cut a Saheeli. I think. I'm going to cut a Duress. We're working on the fly here. A lot of experimentation happening. New format, new cards, new deck. Just get in and do it, you know? Best thing you do in a new format is just play games. Don't gotta be playing perfectly. Don't gotta be building your deck perfectly. Just get the experience in and figure things out. This works. Not a great hand, but it works. It's possible Saheeli needs more, like, cantrippy kind of cards to be really good. That's pretty good. Now you got Thought Erasure into Saheeli into Lava Coil. Whoa. Let's read this card. Ugin, 6 mana, colorless spells cost less, irrelevant. So it's exiles top card, makes 2/2, and then it goes into your hand if it dies. So it's just a kind of like a 6 mana card advantage. You Planeswalker, it's fine. Vivian, Branchwalker, Canopy, Hostage Taker. I think we're taking the Branchwalker here. They're super stuck on mana, and if they can't cast up, they're going to lose. So nothing here in the first few turns is scary. Their first scary card costs 5, so pretty easy Branchwalker, I think. Don't need the land. Sure. Okay, so Crushing Canopy does kill my Nicol Balls, but still pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy to just slam my Saheeli here. Or craft in victory. Do they draw land? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're going to be killing a Lana or Elf here. I think I'm pretty fine using Lava Coil. Just playing a land tapped. Make a token, which is good. This is all reasonable. We're making stuff. Imagine the minus and Saheeli will not get used very often overall. Okay, this can get crushing canopied. I think we actually want to play Nicol Bolas here. Interestingly enough. I guess we could just like bedevil the Llanowar Elves in their upkeep. That's probably just better. So we could try and like draw out their crushing canopy, but we can also just kill their Llanowar Elf and Stone Rain them, which is also really, really good, and make a token. Oops. That's fine. Meant to upkeep it. Draw step is fine too. Sure. So, not a great first match. Opponent doesn't cast a spell in game 1. We sideboard wrong for game 2. We didn't see what they were playing, and then game 3 they kind of mana screwed. We did kill their Llanowar Elves, and we killed their Llanowar Elves and took their Explorer creatures, so we definitely were interacting with them being mana screwed. We were helping them along, you know. All right. It's fine. It's not great. It's fine. You gotta have a little faith. A lot of powerful cards in our deck, so as long as we're making land drops, we should be fine. Obviously, our mana's pretty good, so. Sure. I mean, this is all pretty reasonable. The Blood Crypt and Mardu. Okay. So they have 7 cards, 3 mana. I definitely want to lead into Liliana on 6. So we're definitely interested in trying to poke around a little bit and get their removal spells out. Bedevil seems very likely. I think I'm kind of okay just playing Saheeli here and saying go. If they kill it, they kill it. I'm fine with the trade. We're just going up the curve with Nicol Bolas into Liliana. Like if this is a Duress or a Bedevil, I'm okay with that.
We'll create great
Oh, alright. Angrath's Rampage. Target player sacrifices a Planeswalker. Okay, that's fine by me because now we're on the offensive because they are tapped out. So we get to resolve something. They spend their turn answering it. We get to go to our turn and play a new threat, and it's just a natural 2-for-1. So Defiant Strike. This is probably a feather deck, I would assume. This card's so good. I can't wait to cast it. Okay. The card Angrath's Rampage is actually really good against us. Yes, there's Feather. So Feather needs to die immediately. I would love to cast Liliana, but we're just going to cast Nicol Bolas and Lava Coil here, which feels pretty good. Feather is very, very good. Basilica Bellhaunt. Interesting. This is probably a maybe a Hero of Precinct 1 deck. That's part of the fun part of the new standard formats, trying to figure out what your opponent's doing. It's an important skill to have, honestly. Alright, yeah, which is Liliana here.
If I were you, I'd just surrender right now.
Right now. Make a zombie. Your turn.
It's like a fun new toy.
That was cool. Its eyes are like on fire. Angrath? Alright. We're going to discard the Thief of Sanity here. If they steal our Thief and attack us with it, it's pretty bad. Angrath is a card that should probably be in our deck, actually. as a card I did not consider when I was building the deck. Which makes me sad, because me and Angrath are really friends, you know? Love the eyes in the Eternal.
Rise and shine.
Make all sail for high and dry.
Yeah. Alright, so I would say board state of Liliana 2 tokens versus only 1 or 2 cards in hand feels pretty good for us. That's pretty good. Yeah, we should probably maybe Angrath could be a card for our deck. Angrath's pretty great. It obviously is competing with Nicol Bolas, but having a variety in your Planeswalkers is good. Haven't cast Nicol Bolas yet. Looking forward to casting that one. Alright, so kind of a mid-rangey Mardu deck. Looks like they have a lot of removal spells. Our counter spells should be very good. They're playing Feather and Basilica Bellhaunt, which is kind of weird. We're not going to want Shivan Fire. I don't think we want Tyrant Scorn either. Both Feather and Bellhaunt have 4 toughness, which is nice for our End of the God Eternals. One of the things to be careful with this deck is we have a good amount of things that deal 4 damage. You want to try and diversify your removal. You don't want to be staring at a 5 toughness creature and have your hand be Lava Coil, Shivan Fire, End of the God Eternals, you know? Alright, I'm going to want Chandra. I'm going to want some of her strokes and negates and duresses. I want to keep the coils. Cool Saheeli. I guess Nicol Bolas kills things too. I'll cut like an Enter the God Eternals for like a negate. It's hard to know what they're doing exactly, honestly. But I think the plan of just slamming a bunch of Planeswalkers into them over and over and over again is pretty good. Despite the Edict card being quite good against us. In fact, I kind of want the 4th Duress over perhaps a... I guess this card's not great against them. It's a little clunky. Alright, let's try this. It seems like they're a mid-range deck, but they're playing Feather too, so it's kind of confusing. It's hard to know what their deck is really doing. Sounds great. We're snapping off. Turn on Duress here. Angrath's Rampage, Lava Coil, Basilica Bellhaunt. Alright, so Bellhaunt stayed in. Definitely Angrath's Rampage. The card's pretty good, actually. I can see this card maybe being in our deck. I guess it's really good. I guess it's really good against us. It's not necessarily great overall. I don't want to Duress this Lava Coil, because there's not much point in doing that. I'm just going to play a tap land as I go. We can wait for a better spot to cast Duress the turn before we're going to cast a bomb. Wait to draw Saheeli. They draw Feather. It's pretty good. We got to kill that ASAP. So Feather says whenever an instant or sorcery spell it targets a creature you control. Basically, it goes to the exile and then comes back again. So they can just keep infinitely Defiant Striking or whatever. But it's weird though because they're playing out of kill spells too. So it's kind of weird as far as like usually a Feather deck would be more of a synergy heroic style deck. Does not seem to be what our opponent's doing, but we're just gonna kill this immediately. Just gonna kill it right now. I guess I could have waited, but they could have like protection spells too. It was like the 1 mana target creature's indestructible card. Just safer to do it now. Alright, so that's fine. Get you Steam Vents. Thought Erasure's not bad. Let's start there. Feather, Liliana, perfect. Take Feather, Duress Liliana, set up for Nicol Bolas, take over the game. Almost took Lava Coil by accident. Alright, well. Can't cast Angrath yet, which is awesome. So we're probably going to minus on Bellhaunt. It's pretty good too. Yeah, this is a pretty solid solid steal. So we get to Nicol Bolas.
All of the multiverse will bend to my will.
Kill this. And now we have Planeswalker, Nicol Bolas. They have 1 card, it's Lava Coil, and a card they're drawing. Oh no.
I have come for vengeance and blood. I have a
That was a pretty good draw. That was quality, I'm not gonna lie. Planeswalker that kills my Planeswalker. Alright. So let's Nicol Bolas, get the Lava Coil. This thing deals 1 damage to us. You can also return creatures. So they can return a Feather or a Basilica Bellhorn, which is fine. We draw a land, this thing flips, which is awesome. So flipping Nicol Bolas to get back Nicol Bolas seems pretty good. Just gonna throw that one out there. Well, we didn't draw a land. We drew Liliana. So I guess that'll suffice. One of the cool things with playing a deck like this is all of your cards are great for the most part. You're just playing all home run heroes.
Your corpse will make an good, mindless minion.
Yeah. Yeah, so any land there was good. Half our deck was good as far as spells go. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. A lot of powerful cards here. Finding the right mix is going to be tough, but get some money. Definitely one of the safer ways to go in week 1 is to just play all the powerful cards. Figuring out the synergy cards like Feather is very difficult. Takes a while. Takes a while for those decks to kind of, you know, figure the right cards, synergize, and so on and so forth. There's a new board. This hand's not great, but we're on the play. On the draw, I'd be scared that we weren't doing enough to affect the board, but on the play, this hand's pretty good. It's a new board. It's pretty cool. Little Nicol Bolas statue down there. Any little Easter eggs? Yeah. Saurius logo. It's cool. Stamping Ground. Usually Thief of Sanity is not great against Stomping Ground decks, but we'll see. A lot of Bolas here, so casting Nicol Bolas over and over and over and over again is definitely a reasonable plan of action. Alright. That was pretty good. We're definitely just playing Thief. Much higher upside. And if they waste their mana killing it, they can't adapt. So
For me, it's just business as usual.
alright, so they're gonna fight. They could have attacked first. I'm not sure why they didn't attack first. But so if I block, they can just plus it. But sure. Now this is a pretty interesting spot. We drew Thought Erasure, and we could play another Thief, but things get a little scary because now they actually have 5 mana next turn, so they could probably double spell and kill Thief and then play a threat, and then we're behind. This doesn't really do much when it just sits in play. There's no ultimate. It's building towards. It's not really that bad for us. So I'm going to Thought Erasure here and leave up Shivan Fire, I think. Fire kills a lot of her stuff. This just feels safer to me. Alright, their hand is a lot of stuff. Okay. They get to add mana, which is kind of tough. Obviously can't take... I mean, the Null Hide's actually terrible for us because we have Nicol Bolas in our hand too, but... I think we're taking the Guardian. Ravager is pretty good too. Worm is really good. The fight with Domri plus Null Hide is actually insane. But, alright, I'll take this. And then we're going to key... No, we need lands. This is bad for us. The Null Hide Ferox deck, usually good against the Nicol Bolas deck, unfortunately.
I've lived with animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
I don't know, that makes Nicol Bolas better at least. But we didn't draw land. So, that's bad. Yeah, I mean... Not drawing lands, maybe the death of us here. It's a cool new card. Paradise Druid. Fortunately, still very weak to Goblin Chainwhirler, but Spellbreaker off the top. It's pretty good. I think we're in trouble here.
Ravnica deserves its demise.
They're not playing another creature? That's weird. I think you'd want to be pressing your advantage here. But, like, there's no, you know, straight Wrath of God in these colors. Alright, so they still have Growth Chamber Guardian. We're still in pretty big trouble, but again, Null Head for Rocks is very good against us. Not a card we're super commonly used to seeing. If we had a land, that'd actually be pretty sweet, but we cannot even cast this card, so we are dead here. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Kind of a tough game. As I said, I was a little scared that the hand didn't really interact well enough, and our Thief of Sanities were not good at all, and we missed a land drop or two and kind of just died, which kind of sucks. I think our Nicol Bolas, the Ravagers, have to go out of the deck against them. If they're playing Null Hides, that's just too devastating. We can be a little more of a controlled deck against them. Ritual of Soot's good. Moment of Craving is good. I don't mind a few Duresses. Saheeli doesn't seem great. Hostage Taker seems good. Let me shave one Saheeli. Maybe actually Chandra's good here. Saheeli seems a little medium. And the card's really, really good, but it seems a little not great in our deck, based on the way our deck is built. I think I'm fine with this. Like, we should be pretty good here. I mean, like, our End of the God Eternal should be insane. A lot of our cards are really good against them. We just didn't really draw any lands. I'm playing 26 lands too. I'm playing the extra land. Usually these decks play 25 lands. I'm playing the extra land because having lands is really important with Thief of Sanity, so you can actually cast the spells you hit, and then of course we can't miss a land drop really ever, and have tons of ways to gain card advantage. So I think we should be fine in a matchup of this style. I think boarding Thief out is also a possibility, but our sideboard plan's not really there yet. You gotta figure out the main deck first. Ugh. Alright, well, that's a mulligan. Oh, that is... Opponent also mulligans. We can't keep this hand either. Oh my god. Opponent keeps 7, or keeps 6. I think we have to keep at this point. I don't think we can really go to 4. We're playing 26 lands. We have a kill spell, and Thieves take over the game, hopefully. Alright, well, there it is. They scry top. That's pretty scary. Need a runner lands here, I think. I'm taking 2 here. Because if we draw a land, I'm going to slam Thief, and I want to kill their turn 2 play if possible. Cinder Vines. Sure. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Nice Cinder Vines. Let's go. Sure. Hope there's more where that came from. The Thief of Sanity sub-game can be tiring at times, where it's just like, do I have more Thieves and you have removal? You're probably going to lose. Alright, there's Karn. You can have the Mountain. I'll have the top card of your deck, please. Trying to attack their deck. It's funny. Alright. Can't play lands, though, but Domri Chaos Bringer? It's not really great, but... And then, we can just Bedevil Karn here. Take 1 off Cinder Vines. I think people boarded Cinder Vines far too aggressively. I don't think Cinder Vines is particularly good in matchups like this. Whoa, that card's huge. Okay, Trample. Whenever it attacks, you sneak attack, but you bounce it back to your hand. And if it dies, library 3rd from the top. Alright, so we're probably going to end up just hostage takering this and praying. It's a pretty hard to kill card, because cards like Cast Down can't kill it. It's a scary one. Alright. Llanowar Elves isn't awful. I guess we could bounce it, actually. We could just go land Llanowar Elves and then unsummon this thing on their turn. I kind of actually like that. Buying an entire turn of tempo when I'm able to make 2 land drops essentially and get another thief hit in feels actually excellent. Yeah, I like that a lot. So let's just play Llanowar Elves, play tap land. I don't think there are ways we can get punished for waiting to bounce, so we'll wait. See if it affects their play at all. Yeah, it works for me. That feels great. That's a big papa there. It's fine. Now let's get a big pop off their deck and cast it. Hello. Okay, so we have enough lands to cast Karn's Tyrant. Ravager Worm being a 5/6 seems worse. Yeah, alright. We can play this game. I think this is fine. I'm pretty happy trading here. I mean, we are like on the offensive. Like, we cracked back for 9. It's still not really enough though. I'm pretty happy trading here. Alright. The boar's back. Paradise Druid is here. Thought Erasure. Okay. I mean, now the boar's obviously much less scary because they can't put stuff in. Unless that last card is good. They're probably going to Thought Erasure them. Let's just act first. See what turns up. Our own boar. Lava Coil, Cindervines. Alright. It's probably just our own boar, honestly. We're a mana short of Thought Erasure, though. Thought Erasure boar should be pretty awesome. We could also just Thought Erasure Hostage Taker their boar. Yeah, that's pretty good, too. Alright. Taking boar either way. I kind of like that. We'll just Thought Erasure Hostage Taker. Heh. That is big. I don't want to land. Oh, so I have 1 turn to be able to answer my Hostage Taker. Sure. Cool. Cool. Game is a little more according to plan. They have a lot of big doofers. That's for sure. We were interested in Disdainful Stroke. They have Karn's Tyrant's actually pretty annoying for us, honestly. But being able to steal their stuff is pretty good. Stroke stops like Boar and some of the Planeswalkers, but it seems much worse on the draw. We are a little light on ways to actually kill their larger creatures. I guess Liliana is also insane against Karn's Tyrant too. This card's so good. What can't Liliana do? You know? Alright, I'm fine with this, I think. What can't Liliana do? Answers Karn's Tyrant too? What a good one. I guess Eldest Reborn's also a card we could be playing. Come on. 26 lands. Not even 25. Alright. We're probably dead. I have to get to go to 4 here, I think. Like, we're playing 26. We're playing the extra land. Alright, yeah, I mean, this is not good. Alright, this is better than those are. I guess we want it. Not really thrilled. They just keep a full 7 too. We're probably in trouble here on our 4-card hand. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good. Okay, so we mulligan to 4, and they have 6 mana on turn 3 on the play. I think we're just killing one of these Llanowar Elves. This does not feel good. Domri's pretty good. 3 mana is a pretty low cost. I mean, I feel like they didn't learn their lesson last game where Cindervines just didn't do basically anything. So let's hope they're out of cards here. They can fight the Llanowar Elves to the Thief of Sanity. I'm totally cool with that. The beacons are lit. Lava Coil, sure.
I bow to no one.
Okay, not having anything is really cool there. Like that a lot. Alright, I'm gonna do a Moment of Craving and just hope they just can't cast spells, honestly. If we can just cast Nicol Balls next turn, we have a chance to win this game. They kind of answer back with the mulligan with their own mulligan by playing Cindervines. Domri it's good. It's good against other creatures. And it's good to ramp when you have other spells, but it's not amazing by itself. That's a really, really good draw. Alright, that's a problem.
I will defend my ally.
Where's the wild Rootbound Crag? It's funny because I actually don't want them to have lands. So I kind of want to give them the Rootbound. I mean, give them the Rhythm of the Wild. So then now they need to cast Rhythm of the Wild, and then they need to cast creatures. So we're like 2 turns behind. If we can just draw a land next turn, I think we're actually in okay shape. This doesn't deal damage to Planeswalkers. This can't fight Planeswalkers. Yeah, I'm gonna give him Rhythm. I think giving the lands is just too scary. Alright, it was not a land. It's still good though. The fact they're even in this game after mulling to 4 is pretty awesome.
Good choice.
I'm gonna give them the... Oh, God, if they just drew a land. Giving the boar haste is so sick too. Oh boy. This hurts. I gotta just give him a land here. I can't give him the boar. Sure.
Oh, I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
Oh. Oh. Just brutal. The riot counter lets it survive. Oh, this is just oh. Alright, we're too far behind here. We drew our land. Looks like the mull to 4 might get us after all. And now they can haste out a thingy next turn. Alright, let's just play this. I guess I have these abilities too, right?
In exchange for eternal servitude.
That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, none of them really do much for us, but it's still cool. Maybe we just so they can get back the raised board with Karn, cast it, give it haste, attack with it. I have to hope their hand kind of sucks. I can just get a card from their hand. They can exile a permanent they control also. Okay, I didn't read the card fully. Or I could just kill the Harpooner. Defending Nicol Ball seems too hard. I'm just gonna plus it. Try and get some value out of it at least.
White your bloodline, witness a mote of my power.
Exile the Stomping Ground? So they drew land and got land? Alright, well. Yeah, this is bad.
Don't answer our guilds.
So, a few too many mulligans here. Opponent's deck's kind of cool. It looks pretty clunky, but there's some cool ideas going on. We're probably just dead here, honestly, but... Sure. That is very amusing. So, opponent's deck is very cute. Mulligan to 4, a little too much to overcome, unfortunately. Alright, so we're 2-1. Some lurking Chupacabras. Pretty unfortunate that match, honestly. We just mulligan a bajillion 1-land hands, and we're just playing 26 lands, so it shouldn't really happen very often. You know, we are definitely erring on the side of more lands than less lands, so just, a little unlucky. Definitely think that a matchup like that should probably favor us. Oh, I guess the 6/6 is, we're a little light on ways to kill larger creatures. We have Lava Coil. Again, the problem with the Dimir God Eternals card that I can't remember the name of right now. The 5 mana deal 4 damage card. The problem with that card is it's insanely good value, but it doesn't kill big things, which is a little scary. Alright, sounds great. So we're a little light. I mean, Nicol Bolas can kill big things, which is nice, as can Bedevil, but alright, we got an aggro matchup. And all shock lands. There, that card. End of the God Eternals. Let's have you earn your worth here, if we can. All shock lands is a little tough. Ooh. Okay. This is probably a feather deck. That's a tilt. If we had played the Watery Grave, we wouldn't have to take any damage this turn, but whatever. We're going to need an untap land at some point anyway. So we want a Lava Coil, Swiftblade, or Thought Erasure them. I think you want a Thought Erasure. Probably want to save Lava Coil for the feather. So, Thought Erasure. Swiftblade reinforcements history, but they can't cast history. I'm taking the reinforcements here. If they draw a white source to cast history, so be it. But reinforcements is really, really good for a multitude of reasons. Don't have any master removal in our main deck, so yeah. And then another Lava Coil. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We should be in pretty good shape here, I would think. Well, that's unfortunate. It's not that bad. Kill a Double Striker. Is it a Knight too? No, it's a Soldier. Okay. And we're setting up for End of the God Eternals, which is good. They're probably going to get to flip their landing, which is bad for us, but I think we have enough overall power to overcome it, hopefully. Alright, so they held back. That's awesome for us. So now I get to just kill a token. They can't flip landing unless they draw a reinforcements. It's by the tap land, which is great. Setting up for our first Enter the God Eternals, which I'm very excited about. Don't draw reinforcements. Cool. Alright, so let me target the Double Striker. Target player mills 4. I don't believe there's any benefit. I guess a flipped Nicol Bolas is a benefit for us. We'll target ourselves. It's fine. Amass a 4/4. Kill that. Gain 4 life. That feels good. Huge stabilizer card. Sure. Now our Nicol Bolas is pretty safe. Feeling pretty good here. That's enough mana to flip it too. That's awesome. Not a very good auto tap there. I have a Nicol Bolas. I have a triple black card in my hand too, but whatever. This card, they're 1 card. They don't draw Lava Coil this turn, and I'm feeling pretty good. We can reanimate with Nicol Bolas. Sure. So yeah, End of the God Eternals, huge there. Definitely huge. Alright, so let's cut like the Karn. Saheeli seems a little meh. We could just cut the Thief of Sanities and be a little more just full-on control. Still like Duress here because we can hit histories and things like that, reinforcements. Obviously, we want Cry of the Carnarium, Moment of Craving, Ritual of Soot. I kind of like Hostage Taker too. Maybe let's board out Thief of Sanity because we're on the draw now also. Now let's bring in like Hostage Taker. Yeah, I'm pretty cool with this. Pretty happy here. Definitely like the Duress. I can even see playing a third Duress, honestly. Because History of Benalia and Heroic Reinforcements are just so good against us. But now we actually have mass removal, so... little life gain, too. Suppose choosing a draw is an option. I think that one of the things that would make me want to be on the draw would be playing a deck with lots of discard. But I don't think you put the card Swiftblade Vindicator in your deck and want to go second. So this hand is great. On the draw, we have to draw some lands. We're playing 26 for a reason, but we have all sorts of early interaction, great curve toppers. They keep 7. So I'm probably going to want to Duress next turn. Which means I can Shivan Fire this turn, I guess. Or I can just play tap land with the plan of going Duress and Shivan Fire next turn. So I want to Duress the turn before they can cast History, the best chance to hit it. Yeah, I'm going to play Blood Crypt untapped and just say go. Not thrilled to Shivan Fire a Vampire token, but... okay. Made my choices easy there. History of Benalia. No. Still fine, though. They have Adonto Vanguard, Plains, Sacred Boundary. We're feeling pretty good here. Should I draw a land or two? We have all the answers, basically. And all the threats we want. And the top. I mean, we have everything. Which happens often when you don't have any lands. So, another Boros Challenger? Sure. Didn't draw a land, but still think we're okay here. Sure. I guess the fear is if they're playing Feather, which we don't know if they are or not, but they're playing the double strike creature, so it feels like they're playing pump spells. If I were to Moment of Craving the Adonto Vanguard and they were going to pump spell it, but I guess it's -2/-2 anyways, so that's fine. We'll just say go. We're going to just do it in the beginning of combat. Pretty good for us. No pump. Ooh, the Bugler. That's a pretty good one. That is some good card advantage. Goblin Banneret. It is very odd. We just cannot draw lands this deck. Alright, so they have a pretty sizable attack force at this point, honestly. Which kind of stinks. We really need to draw, like, unfortunately, like running lands now. Sure. Because now we need to draw, we can't even cast a spell if we draw a land next turn, so, like, we need to draw land at least. I suppose, like, a Lava Coil would be, like, okay. Now it's no longer okay. I mean, this is turn 7 or something? Alright, I mean, we are definitely dead now. Alright, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, game 3. Not changing a thing. Pretty happy with how things are. Duress seems a little less important on the play, but still want it. And then Thief of Sanity, even though it's fine in the play, they have Lava Coils they showed us that they still had in, so I'm pretty fine cutting them. That's great. One mulligan's 2/6. I think mulligans favor us pretty heavily. That was also really good. And is 7 or 6 spells, which is actually really good for them in this scenario because they need gas. So if they can just draw a few lands in a row here, that would be pretty scary. Shivan Fire answers Tajik. A Lava Coil answers Boros Challenger. I suppose their Lava Coil answers my Hostage Taker. So being able to get rid of that is actually pretty nice. Because they can't draw lands and removal spells. So I actually kind of like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, they have to draw land. Like, alright, sure. So I'm gonna take that as them not drawing a land. So, but if they drew a land there, things could have been a little scary. So 3-1. Get a nice 4-1 here. This deck feels pretty sweet. Definitely think we're misbuilt by a number of cards, but got my R&B curtains going. Do 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 do. It's just the heater blowing against the curtains. Is that heat? It is heat. The heat is on. Ugh. Yeah, Saheeli's been pretty bad. I think Saheeli is great, but I think that Saheeli is really, really good and being underrated right now. But you still need to play it in a deck with cheap spells. I think that it's not really working in this deck. We're gonna keep. I'm not thrilled about it, but we're gonna keep. But yeah, Saheeli just doesn't seem very good in this deck. Oh boy. Oh no. This End of a God Eternals better be real good. Alright. Any card that costs 2 or less. Any card. Anything. So they were probably thinking about if they wanted to light up a stage or not. That's my assumption. We didn't draw any spells, so hopefully they just don't find land for the next like 2 turns. And give us a little time to crawl back into this game and cast some spells. Alright, there's going 1-drops. Alright. I mean, we could just cast Saheeli here, and it may just live, and if it doesn't live, it soaks up a lot of damage. I kind of like that a lot. Just play Saheeli. Killing other creatures doesn't really matter at this point, and Thief of Sanity is very likely to die to a Wizard's Lightning or a Shock. Just play Saheeli. They kind of have to kill it, you know.
You've never seen anything like this.
Like, if I get to untap, I'll make at least 1 token, if not 2, which is really, really good against their board. So this might just be gaining us 5 life here, which is exactly what we want given the current game state. Probably Wizard's Lightning. No, all 3. They have a Shock too. Finished off. Perfect. That was great. Just time walk, gain 5 life.
Give up time to come up with a new plan.
Alright. Yeah, now we're in pretty good shape. I think I like Bedevil on the Lava Runner here, and then just tap land, so they can't cast Wizard's Lightning. We are pretty fortunate that they're missing land drops. Our hand was pretty bad, but it is certainly getting better, given the time they're giving us. They have a lot of gas, but I think our gas beats their gas no matter what. So as long as we have time to cast our spells, we'll probably win. And this, yeah, End of the God Eternal is going to be insane here. We also just drew Nicol Bolas, which is also going to be insane. So I think we're actually just casting that instead. God Eternals. Yeah, we can use that to stabilize. I like this a lot better. Alright, Daddy's home.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
Cool. They gotta discard a card here, obviously, because they can't sack a permanent.
I will return. My intellect is without limit.
You smart, bud. You smart. Yeah, so even if they kill Nicol Bolas right now, like go land Lightning Strike, that's still a big win for us. Alright, well,
But a drop of power.
that also feels really good. Sometimes your mono red opponent doesn't play a second land, and you get to
To attend to.
you get to steal a game from him. That feels pretty good.
Never ending.
I guess we'll just play a stupid card. Make us mill. I don't want to give them possible risk factors. Make a 4/4. Play a land. This card. This is the card. Man, if you're playing an aggro deck, bit of a plan for this card. Let me tell you. Sure. Nicol Bolas has been like about a 17 for 1 here.
Almost hurt.
Took out, drew us a card card from their hand, firebrand. So 6 for 1. Not too shabby. Yeah, if you're playing 2 Thief of Sanity in the same turn against your mono red opponent that's only have 1 land in play, you got a little lucky. So I guess we're making it up for the last match, you know? Couldn't draw lands then, and our opponent couldn't draw lands here. Given our hand, we were probably pretty dead if they had a good mono red hand. Thankfully they didn't. Now we get to sideboard. Moment of Craving for sure. I actually like to rest against them a good amount. Hostage Taker's good. We need to cut. Saheeli actually wasn't bad. I think Karn has to go. Mostly just our kind of expensive stuff. I can see shaving a Nicol Bolas. I like Nicol Bolas the Ravager because they often only have 1 card in hand when I cast it. Liliana's probably just too slow in this matchup. And then maybe we shave 1 Saheeli. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I definitely do not want to draw a second Saheeli ever, so I think I'm happy with this. I don't want Cry or Ritual. We have plenty of removal spells. Our goal is to try and nab Frenzy with discard spells, kill their creatures, play a threat, and kill them pretty quick. So, you know, we have the power on our side for sure as far as power level goes. Yeah, I mean, this hand is fine. It's not great, but turn 2 Thought Erasure, turn 3 Bedevil, turn 4 Nicol Bolas, hopefully turn 5 God Eternals. No 1-drop is... That is nice. Steamkin. It's a good card. It's not very good against decks that are heavy on removal like we are, so... feeling pretty good about this game so far. They have Shock, Strike, Steamkin. We have triple removal spell, Nicol Bolas. We're going to take the Lightning Strike here. I should make some land drops. We have double Enter the God Eternals. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yep. They're probably going to shock us, put some counters on things. We'll Bedevil the bigger Steamkin before they can make mana off of it, which feels great. They're almost out of cards. We cast 1 Enter the God Eternals, I'm probably going to win the game, so let's make sure we do that. Yep. Black, red. Yep. They have like spell frenzy here. I'd say maybe we're in trouble, but like attack for 4, make 3 mana frenzy. That's also bad. All right. We got a fade. That was something. I mean, we get to Nicol Bowl. Yeah, I guess we're just Nicol Bowls thing. All right, we got a fade. Look at draw step here. We just basically can't have them draw a 3 damage burn spell. I guess Frenzy's bad too, but alright, I mean, we're gonna go for the end of the God Eternals. If they drew a Lightning Strike or a Wizard's Lightning, we're dead. We could wait 1 turn. If we wait a turn, then they have another chance to draw another Lightning Strike effect or Shock effect. And we're also dead. Haste Creature's bad. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. If they drew a Lightning Strike or a thing, we're just dead. Okay. You win. What a house. What a house. Jeez. Risk factor. Take 4. Lava Coil. So, does 4 damage to our creature and you gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. So, I think we're going to attack with both and then enter the God Eternals my own army. How's that work? Hold on. Because Amass puts the counters on it. It won't check. I think it'll just make an 8/8, honestly. Because it will amass before the damage actually kills it. Alright, let's just do it. Because I can't target their Firebrand because I'll sacrifice it and I won't gain a life, which is a problem. But I think we're making an 8/8 here. So I guess I'm going to leave the zombie army back on defense. And then it will be lethal next turn. 4 damage to our creature, you don't need life damage else, but yeah, I think that's how this works. Because you don't check. Creature won't actually die until we amass. Yeah, okay, so cool. So now you made 8. That's great. The army's getting bigger. That's a pretty cute interaction. I like that one. So now we have lethal on board and our removal spell. Risk factor. Yeah. We'll take the 4. You are dead. A little close there. A little close. Definitely drew a burn spell or two that surprised me. So they were a little closer than I thought it was going to be. But all right. So I believe we were 4-1. I think. There's no way to check the games. I think it's 4-1. Let's do one more bonus game though. I've been on vacation. I can handle one more game. You know. Deck's super sweet. Nicol Bolas all day. Mirari Conjecture. Ooh, high-ranked opponent. Gotta make my way into the top 1,000 over the next few days. Sounds great. Teferi Time Raveler, Deafening Clarion, Niv-Mizzet 4 lands. Alright, so pretty easy Teferi Time Raveler. And we get to hold the second Duress for a while. That's pretty cool. Teferi Time Raveler. It's a magic card. Not sure like how good that card is yet. It's definitely very good in control mirror style matchups, but don't know how good it is otherwise. Definitely not scared of Nib-Mizzet, plenty of kill spells for that. See if we draw a land or not. We did not. So I don't. I guess I'm casting Duress. Like, they only have 2 unknowns, but if I want to cast Ravager, I'm just gonna wait. Actually, not really in a huge rush here. And if I don't draw a land, I'm happier casting Duress next turn. We can't cast Bedevil currently, which is kind of annoying. That's actually really good. I'm really happy we waited.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpieces.
It's a magic card. And we can't cast Bedevil, so that sucks. We currently can't cast any spells except for Duress. That's bad for us. What do they got? Double. Alright, well, I guess if we cast Nicol Bolas, it wouldn't be good anyway. But that's okay, so. Yep, alright. So they can reveal the top first card they draw each turn. It's instant or sorcery, they can play it for 2 less. I can copy it to play it for 2 less mana.
Do not mistake grace.
Let's draw a black sorcerer, please. God. Just never, ever, ever. So many mana problems this league. Alright. If we're saying go, we're probably going to Shivan Fire this for a token. They have Deafening Clarion, but
Learn from this.
learning is good. You're killing me, Smalls. Like, this is obviously frustrating because we do actually have 3 lands in play, which can't cast our 3-mana spell. But we are playing a lot of black sources. This is just a little unfortunate, I guess. I mean, part of the cost of playing a 4-color, 3-color deck, I mean, it's just not going to be good. But, alright, sure. So they wish to cast Deafening Clarion. They do. Not bad. If that was a copy, they still have Deafening Clarion in their hand. I mean, alright. Sure, that's pretty weird. It's actually really weird. We know they have Deafening Clarion and Lava Coil in their hand. Like, it's just bizarre. Alright, so will they cast Nib-Mizzet? Probably. These are probably just dead. Yeah. Alright, well. Kind of a frustrating game. Obviously, you couldn't cast any more spells. Bedevil would have been very, very good a little earlier. So like a Jeskai control deck, Kefnit. Nicol Bolas is going to be really, really good here. Kills Kefnit, kills Nib-Mizzet totally cleanly. Gotta shave down on Enter the God Eternals for sure. It's not really a matchup for this card. I actually like Saheeli a lot here. Shivan Fire's gotta go. Lava Coil's not great either. I think Tyrant Scorn is okay. It's not great. Let's just try and cut it and see what we can bring in. Bring in Duress, Stroke, Negate, Chandra, Banefire. And then I definitely like at least one Hostage Taker. I think I'm pretty cool with this. Like, Nib-Mizzet is not very good against us. We have tons of ways to punish them for playing it. You know, we like just Nicol Bolas or Liliana and kill it at no loss of card advantage. I'm feeling pretty reasonable here. Counter spells are good against us, but we have a lot of Duresses, and we have 8 discard spells, 2 negates. A lot of cheaper threats also. Yeah, looks great. Opponent mulligans to 6, also great. Definitely a question if I want to cast Duress on 1 here or not, or just wait a turn. I think I want to wait a turn. Let them draw a few more cards. They're not casting much of relevance on turn 1 or 2 anyway. And neither are we. Perfect. Justice Strike, Narset. Narset Parter Veils. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Sure. Look at top 4 library, so it's like double Impulse for 3 mana. Card's fine. Search for Escanta, Justice Strike. Search is tough. Strike does answer Thief, but then we can just play Nicol Bolas. Yeah, we'll take the Search. We have no other way to answer Search otherwise, so... It's cool because a lot of our card advantage gets around this anyway. We just have Chandra, Thief of Sanity, etc., etc., so... So they play land. I guess they get to... Ooh, tap land. Wow. Ooh, let me draw a Duress. So... Now we could play a turn off curve if we want. Well, now the thing is, if I Thief, they have to Justice Strike, and then I get to Duress, then I can't play a 4-drop. I think I like Duressing, taking Narset, and then just playing Chandra next turn. Yeah. So by doing this, we're playing our non-creature spell, but they can't answer yet, and we just gonna sit on it and keep drawing cards off of it, and then we'll eventually be playing other stuff too. Obviously, they do absorb here; it's a huge tilt, but let's do this.
Oh, it's you burning.
Chandra sure does like fire. Deputy of Detention.
This is a waste of my time.
Alright, that's fine, I guess. We have kill spells in our deck, so... I think I like Nicol Bolas here. Make him strike it, and then we can just Thief them to death. It hits this card, and they can't cast this card, so... So they're probably going to discard... I guess they can just discard the Nim Visit, but... Nope, discarded the Opt, so... So, most spells are good here. Any land is fine. We just double cast Thief of Sanity. That's fine. I suppose worst case they draw land this turn, and then draw land next turn for Niv Mizzet. That would be the worst case scenario, but... That's pretty good. Alright, well, bombs away. Our hand is Absorb Niv Mizzet, so... I gotta just take Niv Mizzet. I don't care about Absorb. My threat's already going to be in play, so... Disdainful Stroke. I don't really want that. Would like some way to deal with Deputy and press our advantage here, and Stroke doesn't really do that. Stroke probably not even be that good here, honestly. It's possible I shouldn't even brought in the Stroke. Doesn't counter many relevant cards out of their deck. Alright, well. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, yeah, he is. Whew. Boy. Uncounterable Negate. I'm going to sit back here. I don't see a reason to cast Thief. I guess I could cast Thief. That's true. I just cast Thief. They absorb it. Cool. If they don't, and they have Deafening Clarion, I can just counter it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. They can absorb this. It's fine. Sure. So we are in the game state we want. Dovin's Veto helps to lock that up. We don't need 2 Thieves. 1 is fine. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of town. Oh, yeah. Daddy's home. Come to Daddy. Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess if his dies, it goes back into their deck. That's fun. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh yeah, Daddy's home. Daddy's home.
Bow before Nicol Bolas.
All right. Deputy of Detention is currently is definitely interesting. I don't want these strokes. Stroke seems bad. It counters to Fairy, but not much else. Doesn't win a counter war. It just seems kind of eh. And I want some way to kill Deputy of Detention that's also reasonable against other things. Hostage Taker's okay. It's not great. It's probably just Tyrant Scorn. Like, bouncing my own creature is fine. I guess bouncing their, like, Niv Mizzet or Kefnet isn't the worst either. Yeah, I could buy that. A little versatility. Never hurt anybody, you know? Yeah, that hand's great. Pretty. Ooh. Main phase opt on turn 2 is usually looking for a land. That's probably pretty good for us. Alright, they have a lot of stuff. Ooh, they have a lot of stuff here. Row's also a card you can play. There's so many cards you can play in this deck. Jeez. I think I want Search again. Strike answers Thief. I just have two Thieves. Narset's whatever. Yeah, I just don't want to give them access to Search for Escanta. Also, Search plays really well against Thief of Sanity because I'm milling cards for them, so it flips really fast, so... Sure.
Just the trick for this.
Another Narset. Oh. There you go, answer that one. Wouldn't hate a land next turn, not gonna lie.
Keep an open mind.
Ah, sure. And they obviously have Justice Strike. They bottom, so they're probably looking for a land here, which is good for us. Yep. Alright. They have a lot of spells. We're both spell heavy, land light. Sure. That's pretty bad for us. Now they have Veto open.
Then a challenge you'll get.
Yeah. That's not great for us. We get to kill the war boss, but now we're just like really behind on the board. Drawing a land there is nice. But they already have 3 spells on the board, so Ral can kill a hostage taker. I think we're just Banefiring the war boss here. We could kill the deputy, get back Thief of Sanity, and get a token, but yeah.
Very inventive.
They have Veto, Ral, Narset, 3 other cards. It's pretty bad for us. That's not bad. Plays. Probably just veto it. But they probably have an absorb also. Maybe just slam jam Nicol Bolas. They can't kill Saheeli yet, so maybe draw like a Duress or a negate next turn and try and force this through and make some tokens. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, that's brutal.
Every problem has a solution. Let's start by taking you out of the equation.
Is destruction your only art?
Bedevil's not bad. We're just like behind on cards and mana here, unfortunately. We like can just Bedevil Ral, which is pretty important, honestly. It sucks we can't double spell. Hostage Takering is not even great. We should have killed the Ralzeric. We just can't sit here and fall behind the Ralzeric. Get a token, keeps the Saheeli alive.
No amount of science is gonna fix this.
I think we're a little clunky in matchups like this. Not enough cheap stuff going on, I think. Sure.
Innovation knows no bounds. I will return.
Alright. This isn't that bad. We can resolve Nicol Bolas or Hostage Taker here. Hostage Taker is definitely riskier. I mean, it's a bigger payoff. We get back our thief, but if they are able to kill our Hostage Taker, we just get to Deputy again anyway. I think I like Nicol Bolas here. It's probably going to resolve. Take that. I'm breathing all over you. Why do magic cards always gotta breathe on you? Discarded the Narset, sure. Sure. That was definitely a really good draw. We can Hostage Taker God Eternal and Duress their answer to it. That feels really, really good. Veto. Oh my god, they have double Niv-Mizzet in hand. Alright, that's really bad. Well, we probably need to save Hostage Taker for Niv-Mizzet now. But I'm not sure if we can beat God Eternal Covenant. So this is really bad for us. I mean, they have to draw a land to cast Niv-Mizzet. And I guess if I draw a land, I can Liliana minus, kind of. Alright. This also gets to attack this thing, too. Yeah, alright. We're just going to hope I don't draw a land next turn, I think. Oh. I did not read that card. That is my fault. When it dies or gets exiled? I thought it was only when it died. Well, look at that. It's almost like we're playing the pre-release. That makes my play much, much worse, obviously. And may, in fact, lose us the game. But I guess that's okay.
This was overwhelming.
And they drew a land. Alright, so appropriately punished. Draw Nicol Bolas. That works too, actually. That's actually insane. Whoa, what a draw. Alright. Never punished, etc., etc. Draw a card, it's fine. Yep. Do that. And do that. Drew Teferi, Time Raveler. This doesn't really seem to matter at all, I don't think. I think this card's like... It's really good in like pure counterspelly control mirrors. And it seems like that's like mostly about it. I think it can bounce my Nicol Bolas, like who cares? Like Thought Erasure. We're just gonna bin that. We're now ahead on board, so try and get them to have to play some more stuff. We can play Liliana. I guess they're drawing Kefnet. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I should have just kept the. I guess just drawing lands is good too. All right. I don't want to cast Liliana into their counter spell. Just say go. Maybe I should have kept a Thought Erasure. I mean, if I draw a land, I can flip this. So they kind of have to, like, bounce it almost, which is kind of sick, honestly.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Because they bounce it, I should have recast it. Yeah, and they get to draw a card, then they discard a card. Maybe keeping Thought Erasure is better. I didn't really think about how the game was going to look like 2 turns from now. That was a really good draw. Okay. Yeah, that was something else. Okay. And they still have the counterspell up. It's not good. They lose the counterspell. So we have Liliana next turn. But Liliana's not really doing a ton on this board. Oh, I can't even cast this. That is also true.
I've got it.
Yeah, alright. Only cast... Each opponent can cast spells only time. So yeah, this doesn't even do anything. Alright, so... And they drew Absorb. Okay. I think... Actually, I guess I can just flip this now, right? And get back... This has been a crazy game, jeez. Get back Ral and kill God Kefnet Eternal, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got plenty of things to defend it with. This is a crazy game. Attack this, flip this, bring back Ral. It goes to 3. It's not really killable. They have absorbs. Oh yeah, that's what I remember. Alright, yeah. The rope's scaring me here. Alright.
It's only a matter of time.
Alright, so flip this. I can also just kill something. Alright, let's I think I get back Ral Zarek and kill God Eternal Kefnet. I don't think that Nimbus is very good at the moment.
The nth power, carry the 1. Victory look creature plus supercharged energy equals.
Man, what a nerd. Alright, so we have 2 planeswalkers they can't kill with a blocker. And if I get to untap with both of these, things go bananas. Alright, they draw Kefnet's fine. Sure. They have Absorb up, it's fine. Like, plussing to draw 2 cards is pretty sweet. Thought Erasure is also pretty sweet. I have Negate to defend this anyway, so... let's... Ral first, because it's... Yeah, we're going to Ral first. Nicol Bolas or Drowned Catacomb. I think we actually want the Drowned Catacomb, so we can go Liliana and Spell. And... Let's draw 2. I guess we're drawing land. We draw lands. Yeah, that was probably stupid. Alright. And then we want to... We lay on a minus to get back our Thief of Sanity. And we draw a card. Well, that's a huge tilt. Alright. I guess I didn't play around that. That's a new card also. I thought there was an absorb it. They actually just drew a Dovin's Veto, which is really, really annoying. I can't negate that, so if I had Thought Erasure, it would have been fine, but okay. That's bad. That's really bad. Karn's fine. So now they can kill one of my planeswalkers. Yeah, that was really, really bad. I just didn't... Obviously, an uncounterable negate is not currently on my radar yet. I'm gonna have to get used to playing around that card. The card's quite good. Yeah, and not keeping Nicol Bolas also a huge mistake. So we're working on it. All right, plus.
Choose wisely, because the other one's going bye-bye.
That's great. I was laughing at his little quote. All right, so yeah.
I battle for the forces of good. The choices we made reveal.
Yeah, feels bad. Not keeping the Nicol Bolas is just absolutely obliterating us right now. But we get a next turn, maybe. Yeah. A lot of bad plays this game. A lot of them predicated on just, like, not knowing a lot of these cards. That's a really good draw, also. Okay. This is fine. So they're killing Ral, and they're poking Karn.
Just you wait.
We get to get back our Nicol Bolas, though, which is a thing. Nicol Bolas, we're one short of just flipping it. And they are out, but they have it. The thing is, they have Ascanta, now we have Saheeli. Okay, they have 1, 2, 3, and then 2. Funny, if they Ascanta responds looking for a counterspell, then they have to just discard it. Alright, well, this is the life we're currently leading. This isn't a terrible life. We have still have negate. And they draw Justice Strike. Sure, it's fine, honestly. No, thank you. You can stay home. Make a token. Nice. So Captain can kill Karn. Absorb, sure. This is quite the game we're playing here, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably just Ravager again. For what we get back with Nicol Bolas. Ravager, kill Kefnet again. Let's harp them to Ascanta. War Boss is like only okay at the moment because they just don't have We have a lot of junk in play to block with. Attack me. Attack Saheeli. This is like a Banefire or something, maybe? It's kind of scary, but... Okay. 2, 4, 6, 5, we have 10 mana. And we have no Karn. Alright, it's just plus Karn.
You may regret that choice.
Yeah. Duress land. Big surprise. I mean, I guess... Like, attacking me is a little weird. Makes me scared of Banefire, but I guess we can't really stop that. Nothing here really gains life or anything. Alright, let's just attack and flip this thing and start doing stuff. Leaving open Catacomb, Steam Vent. It's fine, I think. We're gonna get back. I think we're getting back Ralzaric again, and then we're gonna kill probably the deputy. We'll also do 10 damage Urza, Planeswalker. Draw 2 cards. We can also get back the Teferi to turn off the Absorb in their hand, and then bounce something too. That's pretty good too. There's so many options here. All right. I'm gonna get back to Teferi. Also get back Niv Mizzet. And then if I get back Niv Mizzet, my Bedevil's now a cantrip. No, we'll just get back to Teferi, I think. And then I think we're gonna bounce the God Eternal Kefnet.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Draw Liliana. Okay. And say go. And I have Absorb, so they can absorb my Bedevil, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna Bedevil the Deputy. Teferi. Alright. That's...
I know my responsibility.
I mean, whenever I Bedevil, it's probably getting counter anyway. But I always get a token. I'm gonna tuck Nicol Bolas. They're gonna tuck my Hostage Taker. 2, 4, 5, 6. They're one short of killing me. They're not there, and I have a blocker too, so sure.
Time is much more malleable than people think.
This is fine. Man, if I said one more game, little did I know. You know? One more match. Alright, everything attacks Nicol Bolas. So it can survive here through blocks with our Bedevil. They counter Bedevil, we chump block, it goes to 1, and we have to untap with all of these Planeswalkers in play, and their Absorb is dead because of our Teferi. Everything attacks me. Okay. So get a token. Well, they can't counter us, right? Duh. Teferi's in play. There's so many things happening. Alright, so we get to get our Thief of Sanity back, block here, and then double block War Boss probably, and just take 2 and go to 5. Please don't have Banefire. Sure. Alright. Where do we start? Sorceries along native flower. Let's just draw 2. That's right. Oh, I could just deal 10 to this Kefnet. Then I lose Nicol Bolas. Alright. I think we start with I could erase Urza matters. Let's just Karn. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. That's gotta be game. Nicol Bolas or that card, Hostage. So now we take Kefnet and we attack them and cast Liliana and no, we take Kefnet, cast it, 4 mana left over, so let's draw. Imagine casting a discard spell on their draw step with Teferi, that'd be cool.
This might be a bad idea.
Maybe I just attack the... Oh, I'm so stupid, I did it again. What an idiot I am. I forgot again. So it's still being exiled, it still doesn't go away. That's fine, whatever. I mean, now I can Thief of Sanity it, that's kind of cool. So, that was my plan all along, yeah. Alright, I kind of want to attack the Fairy, but now I'm going to attack them, I guess. We Liliana. We make a token. We can minus also. And draw some cards. Yeah, I'm just going to attack them. I mean, to attack the Fairy.
That didn't go according to plan.
Then I'm going to Liliana, which makes a token. Look at my hand. I'm going to minus Liliana.
Great minions. Loyal and silent.
Draw 2 more cards.
From battle
Kill their creatures. I did it.
waste not, want not.
What an army we have going here. Look at this. How many heroes does it take? I guess it's bad guys, right? It's Thanos and the children of Thanos. Ebony Maw. And the big dumb guy gets his arm cut off. And Proxima Midnight, is it? Alright. Woo! Did not play superbly that game, but I will take it into the 97th percentile. So, I believe it's 5-1. I don't actually remember everything. Oh, look at that. Got some stuff too. I believe that's 5-1. Got some packs too. Cool. Overall, though, there's something real here for sure. A lot of these cards are really, really powerful. The question, of course, is the right mix, which has always been the problem with these Grixis decks. Saheeli's, it's a powerful card. I think it's very, very good. Don't think it's the right card for this deck. Maybe like one in a sideboard for matchups like that, because a constant stream of threats that also protects your planeswalkers is cool. We're just not playing enough cheap cards. You know, if you're playing this card, you probably want to be playing Opt in your deck. And this is not an Opt deck. So, Saheeli was kind of eh. Tyrant Scorn was pretty good. We used the Unsummon once or twice. We used the Smother once or twice. Cheap spells are good. Thief is good. Nicol Bolas is good. And Enter the God Eternals was bonkers against the aggro decks. Didn't draw Liliana too much. We were usually winning the game at that point, but very powerful. Nicol Bolas is really good. Karn was fine. Without Saheeli, Karn's a little less appealing, but still pretty good. This deck might want things too immediately to want Karn. You know, he plussed... Karn's good at finding lands, but we're looking for gas, so not super thrilled with Karn. Angrath could definitely be a card in this deck, although we're a little heavy on 5. Once we board these out, and then Angrath comes in, it's really good. Also, against control decks that board in Thief of Sanity, Angrath is awesome, because it's a good card no matter what, that also incidentally answers their Thief of Sanities. So that's pretty cool too. But deck's super sweet. Definitely think that things like this will be very, very good going forward. Nicol Bolas is really, really good. And that was a fun first start. A lot of fun new cards here. Happy to be home. So As of always, of course, this is my Monday video on CoolStuffInc.com. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hop on over to the CoolStuffInc.com proper website, where there's a companion article that goes along with this video, as well as my usual Friday articles and Monday videos, a bunch of other great content by great content coordinators, Ali and Trazi, and a bunch of other ones as well. And, of course, great deals on all the best gaming stuff in the world. Use promo code JIM5, 5% off your next order. And that's going to do it for me. So I'll see you on Friday for my next article, and every Monday here on CoolStuffInc.com.